Well, hi there, it's me. We survived our first day of 102, didn't we? I enjoyed meeting all of you, and I promised to get to know your names, put your names with your faces just as quickly as I can. Just to review a couple of things that we talked about today, we went over the syllabus, and I invited you to take a look at the syllabus. Most of it is dispensable, especially the schedule. We'll make up our assignments and our readings as we go along. Take the time that we need when we need to read. More time to read, we'll take it. If we need more time to write, we'll take that. And the part of the syllabus that's labeled what you need to know about this course is the most important part of the syllabus, in my opinion. And it deals with some of my teaching philosophy, which is somewhat different from many English teachers. I don't have a set of ideas and content to transfer from my head to yours. We're going to explore some ideas related to the Middle East conflict, the conflict between the Palestinians and the Israelis, and ask the question, how does narration, how does storytelling give us access to the Middle East conflict in a way that nonfiction texts cannot? And then we're going to write in response to these poems and plays and stories about the conflict by the people who have lived through the conflict that we read. My comments to you about the things that are most important to me in your papers, in your writing. One is organization, the strong, lucid setting forth of your ideas in a coherent way. You deal thoroughly with one idea before moving to the next idea. You organize your thoughts in a lucid, coherent way, exhausting one idea and then moving on to the next. The idea of the quality of your writing. We're talking about just good standard English. I want you to use good grammar. I want you to use your very best punctuation skills and work on crafting sentences that are where every word does its share of the labor in that sentence. Don't fill your sentences with needless verbiage. Make sure as you write your first draft and you write subsequent drafts, make sure that your writing is substantial, consistently substantial throughout the piece. And that means putting every word and every sentence on trial for its life, making sure that it deserves to be there. And then the third thing is analysis, the quality of your ideas. I'm looking for original ideas in the way you respond to the texts that we're going to read. I talked about how important it is for us to respond to poems and stories and plays as whole human beings, not just as brains that happen to be walking around and sitting in a classroom for a couple of times a week. We want to respond with our hearts as well as with our minds. So the main things that I'm interested in are how you feel about what we read. I want to know how these things, these texts make you feel, why you think they're important, what kinds of associations do you sense being generated as you read. So the organization of your ideas, the quality of your writing, and the analysis aspect of your writing. These are the three main things that I'm concerned about. We'll be looking at in your writing. The last thing we talked about is my commitment to teaching and to my students. The main way I can demonstrate my commitment to that is I want everyone to make an A. I expect everyone in this class is perfectly capable of making an A in this class. And toward that end, I want you to feel free to revise your papers as many times as you need to revise them, as you feel comfortable revising them, until you get the paper to be an A quality. If you want to push it that far, it depends. You make the call. How much work you want to put into a piece of writing, how much effort you want to devote to it. As I said today, you decide how long a paper needs to be. Your college students, you decide based on the assignment, based on the question, the prompt that I give you, you decide how long your piece needs to be to satisfy, to respond adequately to the questions that I'm posing. All right? That's one of the things that I'll evaluate your writing on. So we want to get the job done. If that takes a page, then make it a page. If it takes 4 pages, then make it 4 pages. Most of the time, it'll fall in between. A couple of pages, maybe 3 pages. But again, just like with any job, you do what is necessary to complete the task as best you can complete it. And that is the idea here. All right, we talked about other things, but this is a pretty good summary, I think. So I really did enjoy getting started with school today, enjoyed at least meeting you for the first time, and I look forward to reading your writing this semester. I think we're going to have a good time together. All right? See you on Monday. Be sure to write with questions. Thank you. Bye.